Howdy there, folks. This is Lapidary Dave, and right now I'm going to be preforming and grinding a little bit of shaping of these pieces that I cut earlier this year on the saw, as well as some of my rejected tumbles that need to be recut. Some other tumbles that I bought that were just no good, that some of them that were too big I cut, need to be shaped to be tumbled again. Yeah, some pieces that I want a little bit flatter like this I'm going to turn into a bolo. Got some Amazonites, Lapidarites, a little bit of low quality Labradorites, some chrysocolla, yeah, agates, some dyed agates, this piece of really crusty, nice looking stuff that I found here in New Mexico. Let's make a pendant out of that. Someone will really enjoy it. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, and this. Can't believe I forgot about this. It's a little piece of Yukon a gentleman gave me at the gem show. Yeah, that's a sweetheart. Anyway, yeah. Let's see what I can get done right now. Try to show you a little before and after on everything. Alrighty. Alrighty, you're gonna have to excuse me moving my wheel wetters around. This is a piece of Amazonite I cut a couple minutes ago for fun. Before I started cutting it, it kind of looked like this. A little, really raggedy. I was buying giant pieces of this. Dirt cheap at the gem show, under $1. But they're real rough. I took it to the 80 wheel. Just kind of tightened up the little fractures in the pits. Tightened up the side. I'm going to throw this in the tumbler. Maybe take it to about 1,000 and eventually throw it in the tumbler. I'm going to start filling my tumbler, and that's how I'll know I'm done. As of right now, I only have this one little 3-pound. Yeah, I got a whole bunch more coming. But in the meantime, that's what I'm working with. Yeah, I just moved my shop and definitely not ready, but I had to start making videos. It's too nice outside. Anyway, again, excuse my crazy wheel wetters moving all around. I'm gonna do this other piece of Amazonite. Move on to something else. Alrighty, and from that crusty Amazonite, a few minutes later, the speed. Man. Alright, now let's do some of this chrysocolla. Cut this, I think last year. I don't really enjoy taking this through all the steps on the grinder. Luckily, this stuff is has some agate in it. Will keep it from busting up as much on the grinder. But usually, this stuff is really soft and isn't enjoyable. As enjoyable as other stuff is cutting for me. Anyway. Alright, folks, and from what looked kinda like this earlier, I don't know if you can see it very well, we got this. It took a little bit longer than I'd like, but it's time for me to change my wheels. Buy a whole new set of Novas. I got dry pretty fast there. Fluffy. But I'm gonna put this one in the tumbler. I'll do one more piece of this chrysocolla, and then I'm gonna move on to something else. Keep me having fun. Alrighty, and that's that. Piece of chrysocolla. Sweetheart. It's gonna make a fantastic bead. It's gonna be a sweet bead. My wheel over here that's wobbling like a crazy goblin is it's a 60 hard. It's really bad generic. I don't recommend these, but if you do think you need something a lot more aggressive than this 80 and you want to use a 60, make sure to break it in on a different machine if you can before putting it on your combo unit. For how close it is, it's very aggressive, and I think you really need to be gentle and know your rules. Anyway, maybe I should change this to Ghetto Lapidary instead of Lapidary Dave. Just kidding. Have a lot of fun. Hope you folks are loving your grinds as much as I am. Let's do this piece of some beautiful grape. Alrighty, folks, this happens. It's an everyday thing in the lapidary world. How unfortunate, but gotta move on, you know. Gotta keep grinding. Thank goodness this was a native stone found here, opposed to a multi-$100 piece of something much finer. So I'll take a lick to this and throw it in the tumbler and I'll finish this one. But it's every day. Alrighty, folks. What looked more like this a few moments ago looks like this now. I'm gonna probably take a lot of this softer stuff and tumble it straight to 220. Some of it's gonna get hit with an 80 first, but yeah, this is gonna be a great pendant. Someone's really gonna love this. Let's do another piece of Lapidary. I've been waiting a long time with this one. It's got great width, great feel. I just really love this pink. Oh, sorry about this light, folks. This is a beauty. Alrighty. This one, unfortunately, got grinded a little bit more than I wanted it to. But to get all the lines and all the pocks and stuff out that I wanted to get out, I had to keep going. Yeah, but still, all the same. What a beauty. Alright, now, let me see. Yeah. So much fun. This basket is what I promised myself I would finish before I started cutting up everything. Let's do another Lapidary. This one, it's got some of the white barrel that the Lapidary up in the Dixon mine is known for. Used to go separate the barrel from the Lapidary. To make a kind of metal, I guess, that doesn't spark. Once nailed together, keeps bomb rooms where they do research and stuff from exploding or something, you know. Anyway, this. Alrighty, again, here's another one I cut a little too small, but to get everything out of it I wanted, had to keep going. Alrighty. I think I'm going to keep going with the Lapidary. Maybe this little square one. Almost looks like rhodonite or something. Alrighty, that was a pretty quick one, but this one had some pits. I think I'm going to have to take it a lot smaller to get out, so I'm just going to keep it. It's going to be more of a natural one. We're all gluten-free, but this one's going to be all natural. This one is an offcut of somebody attempting to make a pipe, believe it or not, out of Lapidary. Don't know how much of a good idea that is. Maybe it's a great idea, but anyway, it's an offcut. It's going to be a sexy little bead. Alrighty, this one came out amazingly. Better than I expected, better than I could have imagined. Sometimes working with Lapidary, I feel a little bit like Bob Ross and get lost in the beauty of the stones. I'm like, oh wow. Wow, look at that. That beautiful little stone. Is that a little Buddha in there? Oh my. It's nice. Alright. Let's do a couple more of these for right now. Let's do the big nasty. Definitely going to take this one to the 60 grit first. Yeah, let's get it going. This one from the big nasty came out awesome. Someone's gonna love that. Nice dirty chert, some fire in there, and that agate, sheer beauty. That you find a lot of this here out and about in New Mexico. This actually came from a big rock my grandmother found, I believe, and was being used as one of her many beautiful doorstops. The bigger form of this, which is not as cute as this, definitely saw potential. I'm so happy I did that right now. Maybe it'll hang like this? No, because the fire's at the tip. Folks probably can't see what I can see, at least from the, I mean, definitely from right there, you know? I don't know. That's a banger. Do a couple more of these, and then I think I'm going to call it. So right now, pit away, that's too easy. Let's do these ugly Labradorites that I got in a tumble. The back tumbles just like some turquoise. It looks like, I don't know what the heck I was thinking there. Yeah, I'm gonna do this Labradorite and this piece of Amazonite. I'll do that really quick. This Labradorite had some little piece there, and even though it's not big and flashy, someone will really like it, even if I give it away. I'm gonna get rid of that black stuff. I don't know if that's Horns blend or something. I don't know. Black marker? Who knows? And the same for this one. This one would be a nice pendant, but this little thing on the back really bothers me. I don't like it so much. It's good. It's coming off. Let's be real fast. Gone! Alright, so I reshaped these Labradorites, tried to tighten up this little piece of the Amazonite, kind of just didn't want to stay as big as it was before. Yeah. Let's do... I'll hit this piece of dyed agate to throw that in the tumbler. Two more pieces of lapidary. I think I'm going to call it. For right now, I'm getting hungry. Alrighty, here's a piece of that lapidary that was over there. Has a little bit of that barrel. There's a piece of that dyed agate. There's a piece of, here's you could see a window into the dyed agate and what it really looks like inside of there. Even though it's dyed, I'm going to tumble it. Drill it, make a great pendant. Someone would love it. I don't want to do that piece. Let's do this one. I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to call it for right now. Come back and finish up this bowl, fill up this tumbler. Bowl. Alrighty, this one's a little bit harder. It had some smoky quartz in it. But yeah, I'm going to go with this Lapidary, kind of looking like a moon. Just something a little bit different. Anyway, yeah, take a little break for now. Get back to this later. Hope you enjoyed.